I want to talk about something very important today. It's alerts. Alerts on trend lines and different horizontal lines and maybe even indicators. Alerts are important because they allow us the opportunity to know when certain events happen. It's very important. I'm going to show you on the chart here in a second. All right, let's go to the pound dollar on SmartTrader. Now remember how you get there, you go to the home tab, you go to charting on the SmartTrader home. We're on the pound dollar and I want to set up an alert, but I can't be in front of my screens at all time. So how do I make sure that I stay in front of the market? How do I make sure that I stay in front of the opportunities if I'm not in front of the charts? Is there ways that I can get alerted on my cell phone, via email, maybe even with text with something happening? The answer is yes. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple. Let's say I have a simple trend line that I want to put in here, and I'm looking at this trend line right there, and I'm looking at that trend line to hold. Price is bouncing off there, bouncing off here, and I'm saying if price breaks through that, and if price closes above that trend line, that's going to be an area where I maybe want to start to buy, or at least be alerted to that idea. So if I have that trend line drawn, I can come and I can hit this little clock right there, and it brings up an alert. This gives me a box of the idea of what I want to do. How do I want to set this alert up? Now, it's not hard. All I got to do is this. I just want the alert to go off one time. I want to be alerted once. When it goes above that, I want it to cross, but I want to cross up, crossing up above that trend line on a new candle. I want it to alert. It's going to expire within about a month, which is fine. I can update that if I wanted to. I can name the alert, whatever I want to name it, or I could put the sound, depending on how I like the sounds. And then this is what I really like, the alert notification. If I want this sent to an email address or a phone or a text message, I can get those alerts while I'm sitting on my boat, while I'm sitting in transit, while I'm anywhere in the world. I can get alerts on what's just happened in the market on these specific events. Very important. After I have all that set up, I can hit save and run. Once I have that to save and run, I can also set this alert up to automatically trigger trades for me if I wanted to. Meaning, if this crosses up and closes above that, I can automatically go long on a cross above that trend line. It's an amazing tool. The other thing you can do is, let's say the pound has some big event coming up sometime in the future. Let's say in the next few weeks. And I know I might not be in front of my charts, but I don't want to forget about this, and I want to make sure that I get an alert when that event happens. I can come and I can grab the vertical line, and I could put a vertical line sometime in the future. Let's say on this date, July 17th, there's some type of event coming up. If I know that that event's coming up, I can then add an alert just like I did on that trend line and say, hey, I want to know when the candle crosses that. I want to be alerted with my email or on my phone, whatever it might be, and I can hit save and run. Now I know when that happens, I'm going to automatically get an alert when that event takes place. Very powerful. It allows me to set the trades up, not have to be glued to my screens, and still get access to amazing opportunities. Last thing I want to show you, really important. A lot of our traders, including myself, we use indicators. Here's what's called a simple moving average. It's very simple. Here's what we do. If I want to know when price is moving up, as you can see, price is hugging this moving average here. If I want to start to buy, instead of buying on that trend line, what I could do is I can look to buy if price trades above that simple moving average. So how do I do that without having to be in front of my screens? I have to stand here, I have to sit here and look and wait for that thing to cross above. Well, no, I don't. I can come over here and hit the little plus sign. That brings an alert up. I can then set this up and I can say I want this to cross up. I want it to cross up once. I want to be alerted. And when that happens, I want it to send me an email. And then I'm going to hit save and run. And if I wanted to, I could set this up to not only send me an alert, but I could set this up to automatically execute trades in my account if I really like the trade once it closes above that level. It's a really, really, really powerful idea, and it allows me to go live my life and the market events, these market events, to be alerted. I can be alerted on them and automatically trade. Really powerful.